What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to take a look at the games being added to PlayStation Plus, whether it be extra or premium, and talk about how I think they're going in the right direction, but more work needs to be done, and that's kind of the central topic of this video. You know, I reviewed the different tiers a couple weeks ago, about a week and a half ago, maybe, on this channel, and I had talked about both the pros and the cons. I think there's actually some really, really good stuff here. It's very different, obviously, than Game Pass. I think comparing them one-to-one is not a good idea because they're just simply not the same thing. But PS Plus Extra got a wave of really good things. I'm really happy with the games being added to Extra. So let's just kind of rifle through them really quickly. Assassin's Creed Black Flag, Rogue Remastered, Freedom Cry, the Ezio Collection, Assassin's Creed Unity, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, and then you have a couple ones that don't really interest me. Ice Age, Jumanji, I can't believe movie tie-in games are still happening. Marvel's Avengers is a big one. Saints Row 4 Reelected, Gat Out of Hell, and Stray obviously being that really, really big one. And then you have PS Plus Premium being a Loco Roco, Midnight, Carnival, and No Heroes Allowed. They're moving in the right direction. I think the Assassin's Creed thing, obviously that's a push because, we're going to get a ton of Ubisoft games on PlayStation Plus by the end of the year, right? Kind of adopting, I think 50 or more games that Ubisoft is going to put on it. So the Assassin's Creed having it, I mean, even the Ezio Collection, I haven't gone back to play those games since those games. So it's been a while. So those kind of interest me. Final Fantasy VII is obviously gigantic for those that didn't play either the remake or Intergrade, because I thought that was actually really good as well. Marvel's Avengers is a big name. Maybe it does something for it, maybe it doesn't. Saints Row, pretty solid. And then obviously, again, Stray. We knew that. We knew Stray was going to be a PlayStation Extra. Remember, this is not the top tier. You don't have to have the top tier. You only have to have the middle tier to get Stray for free next week when it comes out. So that's awesome. I'm really happy about that. Again, though, and I want to spend some time talking about this, that last $20, or at least let's say US dollars, I don't know if it's the same amount for every currency. So it's $100 for PlayStation Extra, right? PlayStation Plus Extra, and it's $120 a year for Premium. And remember, the stuff you get for Premium is the game trials, mainly the game trials, and obviously the classics, the classic games from the PS1, PS2, PSP, right? And that's still lacking massively. I have that tier, and I think it. Maybe depending on the person that you are, I do actually believe this. Depending on the person you are, I think there's value there, specifically in the game trials. They need to add more, and I think they obviously, in fact, they've talked about adding more over time. The classics really need some work, though, because there's very few of them. There are some pretty solid ones in there, but there's just not enough. I think what they have for PS4 now, and also I guess you could argue this too. So you have PS Plus Extra, right? All of these games are PS4 or PS5 games. There's no, and then you have 2 PSP games, and this, I guess, the American, right, the US model version, whatever. So no PS1, no PS2, no PS3, in which we've talked about. There's many games I can think of off the top of my head. Obviously, Sly being the first one that were either taken off. What was PlayStation Now, or just never on there in the first place and still needs to get added, right? So that is still, to me, very troubling that they're adding now. I mean, I don't want to complain too much, right? Because it's like, well, Alex, you're complaining about, classic games. They're adding 2 PSP games, and you're still complaining. No, it's fine. This is something that I really think they need to ramp up over time. I think they can easily do it with PS4 and even PS5 titles. Okay, I think they can crush it with, what was PlayStation Now equivalent games for the last generation. But when it comes to PS3, there's some work to be done. When it comes to PS1, PS2, there are truckloads of games you could just give people that, I mean, all you have to do is get it working where the PS5 or whatever can handle it. That's all you need to do. So hopefully it's a trend in the right direction. It seems to be a trend in the right direction for everything but the classics. Those classic games really need more. And then the game trials, I'm not really worried about those because I do think they will come over time. We don't really have any games, right? If there's games coming out, like the fall should actually be a really good indicator for what they're planning. Like, can we get a game trial for Midnight Suns? Can we get one for Gotham Knights? Can we get one for A Plague Tale? Can we get one for, just literally rifle down a list? Obviously, God of War Ragnarok will get one, which is very, very big. Can we get one for the Callisto Protocol? I mean, you know what I mean? Like, if you can get a game trial for like 10 out of the 20 games, big games that are coming out in the fall that release on a PlayStation console, if you can even get half on a game trial, that would be phenomenal, right? And I don't have anything negative really to say about the game trial. Then it's just more of the classic stuff. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you guys are subscribed, bell icon turned on. If you want to follow or support me anywhere else, all my social media is in the description below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one.